Alright, so here we have the part 2 of the lore event update, and there are a few new things they added, including a new creature called the Inkpuji and a remake of the Gloracus. And there's also a few new minigames like the obby minigame and the maze minigame, as well as this cauldron minigame where you have to forge a new artifact in order to complete the event. You can see here that we had these 3 last time, and they added 3 more, starting from Frozen Resolve all the way to the final forging. We can't even view these missions because you have to have all of these previous ones completed. And these are the prizes. You can see you can get the Icebreaker plushie booster, the Boreal's Bane, and the Inkpuji species, which is what everyone wants. You could also just straight up buy everything. You can get all of it for 1,000 Robux basically. Alright, now we have the Gloracus or Gloracus remodel. This is what the old model looked like, and this is what it looks like right now. I really like the additions of these fins or spikes or whatever on its back and on its head. Actually, it looks like a crest almost. And here are its stats right here. We are fully grown. It does have a few abilities like the Harden and the Dazzling Flash, which is nice, and it has some passives here as listed. And let's check out some of its animations. So let's start with the idle. This is what it looks like. It kind of just like sits there. Nothing much really going on. All right, and now let's check out the walking animation. And okay, this guy looks like he's like bumping to his favorite tune or something. Look at that. And the running animation, which is like this. All right, now the aggro animation is like this. And then we have the cower animation, which kind of just like bows its head. Its tail curled up like that. Alright, and now let's hear some of its sound effects. So this is the 7 roar. Okay, that sounded aggressive. Maybe that was the aggro roar. And now the 8. That sounded more friendly. I don't know which keys it corresponds to, so let me know down in the comments below which one of these keys is friendly, which one of them is like, you know, aggro or whatever. Alright, number 9. And number 10 or 0. That was quick. That sounded like a... Let me hear that. You could barely hear that one. Wow. And now let's check out some of its resting positions. This is the sitting animation. Pretty nice. It's got its legs splayed out like that and the tail bent. And the sleeping animation. Alright, now it really looks like it's sleeping. Oh wait, oh okay. Bad idea to sleep out here. We have like acid rain or something. Poison. Yeah, we do have acid rain. And okay, so now we're at it. We could check out the mud roll animation if it would let us. I can't really zoom my camera. That's what it looks like? Okay, it doesn't actually lie down. It kind of just moves its legs a bit. Like that. It's the mud roll animation. And surprisingly, this guy is a herbivore, which doesn't make sense. This guy looks kind of like a big cat, like a tiger or jaguar or something like that. It definitely looks like it would eat meat, but it does not actually. It's a herbivore. Alright, so here we are with the new creature called the Inkpuji. That's how I'm going to pronounce it, and I am fully grown right now. You can see its stats right here. It has 2,900 health, 278 damage, 90 stamina, and 4.5 regen. Weight is 3,300 pounds, and these are its speeds. So the interesting thing about Inkpuji is that it is a gliding creature, and it's surprisingly agile and fast in the air despite being fully grown. This guy's a lot faster as a baby, so that's pretty nice. And here are some of its unique abilities. You can see it has the Healing Hunter ability right here, the Thorn Trap, and the Harden ability. Alright, now let's check out some of its animations. This is just kind of the idle animation. Okay, now the aggro animation. I wonder what these flaps are. They look like tickets, like the end of, you know, those Chuck E. Cheese tickets or whatever.
Hell no.
Alright, now let's check out the cower animation, which is like this. The flaps go like that. Alright, now let's just check out some of the animations. This is the walking animation, the running animation, and then we have the gliding animation. now let's hear some of its roars. So this is the 7 key. Very interesting sound effect. And now yep, that's the same roar again. And now the 8. Oh, that was pretty short. 9. That's more of a hiss. And 10 or 0, I guess. Yep, these are all the sound effects. Here's the mudroll animation. Kind of just lays down like that. All right, now the sit animation is like this. Okay, so the tail, or I guess not technically tail feathers, but these ticket thingies kind of perch up like a peacock's tail, which is pretty cool. And the lie down animation. Now let's check out some of its other animations. Like you can just see in the sky, there's a lot of animations that go on here. When you dive, it looks like this. This guy feels very smooth to just fly around as, or I guess glide technically. Okay, we found some food that works perfectly. Okay. That's the E animation. That's the drink animation right there. And I think it does have a few passive abilities as listed right here. So this is a pretty cool creature. You get it through the event, the final forging, which is the last event as of right now. You have to complete everything before in order to unlock it. All right, so here we are in the maze mini game. Kind of just run around trying to figure out how to solve the maze. You don't really have to worry about stamina or hunger or anything like that. And I'm just following these little guys because it seems like they know what they're doing. All right, I see this rope. I think that's the exit of the maze, but there is actually another portion of the maze, I think. Yep, it spawned me in this new section, and I have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to find my way out. Okay, yeah, it's been like 2 minutes, and I still can't really find my way out. I've been just like walking around aimlessly. I don't know how many parts there are to this maze, but it doesn't seem like anyone knows the way out. So yeah, if you want to do this minigame, make sure you know like what you're doing. Otherwise you just end up like me and just like wander around. All right, yeah, once the minigame is over, it'll teleport you back to the entrance of the minigame, which is right there. And this is around the central rock faces is where the portal to the maze is. Okay, next up we have the obstacle course, which is located right here. You want to use a creature that can jump for obvious reasons. It'll actually not allow you to go into the minigame if you use a creature that can't jump, but it's basically like a obby, and all you have to do is jump across the rocks, unlike what I did because I'm not really good at this. And it might look pretty easy, but it's actually harder than it looks because you're using creatures to jump, so some of the inputs might be delayed and there's slow turn. So yeah, be careful of that. I'm using the Kohiki, I believe is the creature I'm using here. It jumps really high and it sprints pretty fast. It's just that the slow turn is kind of messing me up on this obby. So let me just speed along so you can see how long it takes me to actually complete it. There are also checkpoints, so that's nice. You don't have to worry about starting from the very beginning if you don't get it in one try. So it's not like terribly hard or anything like that. It just takes a while to get the hang of the mechanics of your creature. Once you reach the end, like right here, it'll just automatically teleport you back. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, the last minigame we're going to take a look at is the cauldron one, which is right here, the recipe mixing one. And this one is a little confusing that I'm not gonna lie, I think you need to use some of your materials that you have, like stuff like this, artifacts for this. Oh yeah, okay, it's located right here. You have to complete a lot of missions, I think. And I can't even see the hints because I'm not far along enough in the event to see it. So I'm gonna leave this to you guys to figure out, because if you go to each of these, can't use this fragment. Try this one. Can't do that. Nope. And I probably can't do that one either. And oh, looks like someone spilled the cauldrons. Oh, okay, actually it tells you what to do. There's a chance to earn ingredients for the crafting minigame by completing the other event minigames and activities. So it's basically saying just do more and you'll earn more ingredients. Contains clues leading across the map to hidden recipe clues. You must match the recipe clues and put the ingredients in order to craft each of the remaining pieces of Inkpuji. So you gotta do like a whole witch voodoo in order to craft the Inkpuji, and I don't think I have even close to enough artifacts to make it. And yeah, that's about it for this update, the lore event part 2. There are some new creatures, and if you don't want to do all of this, there's always the option of just buying it, which, you know, some people can afford, but not most people. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one.